welcome in. If you guys just heard that I'm cold, it's because I am. It is a chilly night here at Estes Field for the WW, yep. For the finale of Midwest Madness here at Estes Field. CMU is going to take on the William Woods Owls here in the final game of the day and the weekend. It's been a long one. I think we've had, what do we have, 3 games Thursday, 3 Saturday, 3 Sunday, 4 today. I don't know what that math is, but that's a lot of baseball games. So Marcus Pritchard is going to get the start.
9 plus another 13 games.
So 13 games. So we are well versed in the world of baseball here as we get things started. And Marcus Pritchard is on the bump for CMU. And William Woods has some rough jersey numbers. And what I mean by that is you have dark green numbers on a black jersey. So
But they have a white outline.
yeah, it's still not the best, but alas, doesn't matter in this case. Pritchard gets the strikeout, and see if I can keep myself straight as we go down the order here. Alright, so O'Malley, he's the pitcher and the DH, takes the first pitch for a ball. Grace, can you grab me a Woods roster by chance? I've got them on my phone, but it's probably easier to look at the paper. Pritchard, a little bit outside. They give it a strike, though. Count moves even to 1-1. This is O'Malley. Pritchard with a 1-1 pitch. It's going to be low and outside for a ball. Thank you, ma'am. Count is now 2-1. CMU earned a 7-1 victory over Columbia College last game. They're looking to win 2 here as O'Malley swings and misses at that one. Count is now even at 2-2. So I'll set the defense here for you in between batters as we go along. Pritchard with the 2-2 pitch. That's a little bit outside, and that'll be a ball. Count moves to 3-2. Camera look pretty good? Good. Yep, I agree. Yep. Full count. And O'Malley thought that he was going to get a walk, but said nope. So that's going to be the second out of the inning as he strikes out. Yeah, I think just bring that camera up a little bit. But yeah. Yep. Gibbs, the right fielder, at the plate now, is a righty. Ball is inside. He's ahead 1-0 on the count. Pritchard 1-0 pitch. One thing's about the same spot, but they say no, it's going to be a strike. So count is even at 1-1. And ball that is low, so counts now 2-1. Umpire agrees. Counts now 2-1. Pritchard with the pitch. 2 outs here in the top of the first. Swing and a miss, and we move to an even 2-2 count. So. Central 9-8 in the non-conference portion of their schedule. Looking to go 10-8 with a win here tonight. And that ball's going to get sent back up the middle to center field, and William Woods has a 2-out single here. As Blaine Tuckner, I think that's how you say that. He's a 5'8 junior infielder out of Wright City, Missouri. Attended Wright City High School and was previously at John Woods Community College. Yeah, I got my... Thank you, though. Pritchard, runner on first, 2 outs on the top of the first. Ball's low, but taken for a strike. Pritchard ahead in the count, 0-1. Here's pitch number 2. Got him some looking there, or swinging, excuse me. So Counts now 0-2, so Pritchard's in business. Just needs one more. Pritchard sets. Gets the sign. Here's the pitch. Got him. That'll do it, so single back up the middle, nothing doing though for William Woods, and Central's going to have a scoreless top of the first inning. We'll see Central here in the bottom half of the first. Let's see if I can set. There you go. All right, so leading off, number 5, Bobby Nichols. He's playing second, batting second and playing short, Robbie Merced. Batting third and playing first, number 33, Jeremy Conforti. Designated hitter in the 4th spot, Tanner Sears. Playing left in the 5th spot is number 13, Khalil Thrasher. Alan West batting 6th in right field. Joseph Weatherford is batting 7th, and he's playing 3rd. Terry Tolliver Jr. is playing center field. He will hit in the 8th spot. And Dominic Van Door, number 12, is hitting 9th. He is going to be the catcher. And, of course, you've got Marcus Pritchard, number 1 for CMU. So, number 22, O'Malley, is going to be the pitcher. He's also the designated hitter. He's going to bat in the 2 spot. Horton, number 14, is going to play 3rd. He leads things off. Gibbs is batting 3rd. He's playing right field. Tupker playing 2nd. He'll bat in the 4th spot. Number 33, Hanson, is going to play first base. Number 6 is Hopkins. He'll play short. Matthews batting 7th and playing left field. Caveras catching. He's going to be batting 8th. And Nigmeyer is batting 9th, and he is playing center. So Bobby Nichols is going to lead things off for us. Bobby, junior outfielder out of Detroit, takes the first pitch for a ball high. Moves ahead in the count, 1-0. And I don't know what the temperature is, but it's significantly colder in this than it was this morning. 51, yeah, it was about 65, 66 this morning, so it was nice and a little bit hot, but temp has dropped. But that is just classic Midwest weather for you, and gotta do what you gotta do. Nichols ahead in the count, 2-0. Takes that 3rd ball for a strike. Count is now 2-1. 2-1 pitch. And it's going to be a little blooper over to right field, but good job by Woods to scoop that one up, and that'll be a first out of the inning. As Robbie Merced's now going to come to the plate. Robbie, a senior shortstop out of Springfield, Missouri area. He's righty, batting 2nd. Where's number 2? So it's easy to remember. Here's the pitch from O'Malley. Looks like that's going to be hard hit ball over to shorts, and we'll see if they got him. They did. And just about a half a step ahead of him. Good job there by the shortstop for a 6-3 ground out. So 2 quick outs for Woods, and we'll see if Jeremy Conforti can do anything here. He's batting 3rd, playing first base this evening. He's got a good walk-up song. I'm a fan of that. If you guys can hear it on the stream, but if you've been out here, it's a good one. First pitch is taken for a strike. He falls behind the count, 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. It's going to be low and outside for a ball. Count is now even at 1-1. See if they pop it up on my scoreboard that I'm looking at. There we go. Here's the pitch. That's going to be way outside. Catcher had to reach out and grab that one. Count moves to 2-1. 2-1 pitch from O'Malley. Fouled off by Conforti over on the right side of your screen. That'll go out of play. Count is now even at 2-2. We've got 2s across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. We're in the bottom of the first. 2-2 pitch from O'Malley. And another foul ball, almost identical, and we'll go again. So CMU looking to pick up 2 wins today. They've split the past couple of series that they've played. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a single just past the second baseman's glove into center field, and Conforti's going to have a 2-out single. And that is going to bring, I believe that's Tanner Sears, number 21. It is. See if Tanner can do anything here with 2 outs. He's got Conforti at first. Kind of a similar situation to William Woods, almost a mirror scenario in the top of the first. We'll see what they can do in the bottom half here. Pitch. It's going to be high and outside for a ball. Sears ahead in the count, 1-0. O'Malley. Right down the middle. Sears swings and misses, and the count moves even at 1-1. Ball low. Counts now 2-1. 2-1, 2 outs. Runner on first. Bottom of the first inning. We are still scoreless. Here's the throw from O'Malley. Little blooper over to third base. We'll see if Sears can track him down. It's going to pull the runner off the base, and then we're going to have an... Let's see if they give that an error. I think they might. Wasn't a very well thrown ball by William Woods' third baseman. Pulled the first baseman off the bag. And I think they're going to give that a hit. Okay. Khalil Thrasher looks like he's going to fly out to right field, so no harm, no foul there in the bottom half of the first. CMU strands a couple on first and second. We are going to head to the top of the first. William Woods coming up to bat. What did I say, top of the first? Oh. It's been one of those days, folks. We head to the top of the second. Grace always there to correct me. We appreciate it. We'll be right back. This is CMU Eagles Baseball here on the Heart Conference Network. All right, we are back. Pritchard with 2 quick pitches and strikes on Hansen. Falls behind in the count 0-2. In the top of the second inning. Pritchard 0-2 count. Swing and a miss. Got him on 3 straight pitches, and he's going to have a seat. That's going to be the first out of the inning.
17.
All right. It's going to bring number 17 to the plate, Taylor Hopkins. Taylor, a 5'10 freshman infielder out of Jefferson City, Missouri. Right-handed batter. And that ball was way outside, but he took a swing at it. It almost looked like a golf swing. And it didn't really work, so that'll be a foul ball, I believe. Count should be 0-1. I don't know if it's on the scoreboard yet, but it is not. Pritchard with pitch. That's going to be just a little bit high and inside. Count now 1-1. Again, am I giving someone extra pitches? There we go. Okay, I'm just making sure. Pritchard 1-1 count. Swing and a miss there.
No, our scoreboard tech is just a little slow today.
It's alright, it's been a long day. Count 1-2, 1 out. Top of the second here. Pritchard with the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him. It's another strikeout. And Van Dorn was pumped up for that. Up to bat now, Bryson Matthews. Bryson, a 5'10 junior infielder out of Joplin, Missouri, to Webb City High School. Counts now 2-0. 2 straight balls thrown by Pritchard. Third pitch of the at-bat. Pitch. Got him looking that time. Counts now 2-1. Pitch. A little bit outside. I don't think a lot of people agree with that one, but that did look a little bit outside. Counts now 3-1. 3-1, 2 outs, top of the second, no runners on. Pritchard with the pitch. Fouled back behind the dugout somewhere into the parking lot. Hopefully no one's car got hit. Full count, 3-2, 2 outs. There's a pitch, and he's going to get a walk. So that's going to be the first walk of the game for Bryson Matthews and Woods. And they'll have a 2-out walk with number 6, Ryan Kammerer, coming to the dish. Ryan, a 5'11 junior catcher out of Quincy, Illinois, attended Quincy High School, and he's also a transfer from John Wood Community College. So runner at first, 2 outs. Pritchard with the first pitch of the at-bat. Pitch. And Van Dorn sends over to Conforti, trying to pick off the runner. Just got back in time. Count should be 1-0. Scoreboard operator is still a little bit slow over there. It says zip zip on the scoreboard. There we go. Here's the pitch. Ground out over to Merced. We'll just see where he decides to go. He's going to throw over to Conforti at first, and that's going to be a 6-3 ground out to end the inning. So besides a 2-out walk, no damage done for CMU. We'll head to the bottom of the second. CMU coming up to bat. This is Central Methodist Baseball here on the Conference Network. All right, so Alan West gets the inning started with a first pitch single. That's going to bring, I think think this is Joe Weatherford. I'm going to have to double check. Here's the pitch. First pitch taken for a ball. That is Weatherford. Is it not working though? That's what they were saying. That wasn't working.
No, it's working.
Okay, good. Second pitch taken for a ball. So count now 2-0. Allen West on first. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Ball taken. So Weatherford well in control here. He's up 3-0 in the count. No outs. Got a leadoff single from West. See if he can get a walk and put runners at first and second. And not that time. Count now 3-1. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Nope. Throws over to first base. Trying to pick off West, but nothing doing there. Ball taken for a strike. Count moves full, 3-2. You guys can see there's probably a little bit of wind on some of that camera movement, so we apologize for that, but can't control the weather there. Here's pitch. That's going to be a high fly ball. I think that's going to get out just in the shallow infield to the shortstop, and that'll be the first out of the inning. And Terry Tolliver Jr. is going to make his way to the plate. I think I saw his mom and dad here this weekend. He played well, and they were cheering him on, and I think his mom had a Terry Tolliver jacket on. She had something on the back, but had a big number 1 on the back, so I was like, I know whose mom that is. So that was cool to see. First pitch taken for a strike. Falls behind in the count, 0-1. A 1 pitch. Tolliver thought better though, and that ball ends up low and in the turf. Counts now 1-1. I always want to say dirt, like it's low in the dirt, but because it's not a dirt field anymore, I can't say that, so I probably should say turf. Here's the pitch. It's taken for a ball. Counts now 2-1. 1 out.
No, because we have very loving donors.
Yep.
Who gave us nice turf fields.
2-1 count. Terry Tolliver, Allen West on first. There's the pitch. High and inside. Count moves to 3-1 now. Count. That's going to be low and outside, so a leadoff single for West and a walk for Terry Tolliver Jr. is going to bring Dominic Van Dorn to the plate. Dominic serving as the catcher for tonight's game 2. Technically, this is the first game against Woods, but it's game 2 of the evening, so that's what I'll go with. Game 4 of the day. So you see West on your screen. He's hanging out over there at second. See if he can score. Van Dorn. Here's the first pitch. Caught the corner there. So count is now 0-1. So West on second. Tolliver on first. You got 1 out. Down 0-1 on the count. Here's the pitch. And thought about it. Held up. And I think they'll give him a ball on that. And they will. And said that one's a little bit high. They asked second base if he went around. They said no. So count is now 1-1. One's across the board. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Low and inside for ball 2. Bottom of the second, still scoreless. Here's the pitch. Way inside at the knees, and count is now 3-1. 3-1, 1 out. You got runners on first and second. CMU, no runs yet, but they've got 3 hits compared to just 1 for William Woods. Got a lead-off single by West and a walk by Tolliver. Here's the pitch. Fouled back near the backstop. Count is full to 3-2. Thank you. No. 3-2 pitch. 1 out. See what Van Dorn can do. Looks back West at second. And I think he checked his swing. That ends up going in the dugout for another foul ball. So we'll do it again. Remains even at 3-2. 3-2, 1 out. 3-2, 1 on the board. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he got him. That's going to be out number 2 of the inning. And we will head back to the top of the order. Bobby Nichols is going to get things started. He'll lead off. No, he leads off in the order, I should say. He's potentially the last batter in this inning, depending on what he does. We'll just have to see. He's got runners at first and second. 2 outs. Bottom of second. We are scoreless. Here's the first pitch. It's going to be low. Gets away from the catcher a little bit. Everyone wisely heads back to their bases. West on second, Tolliver on first. Nichols at the plate. Ball is high. Nichols moves ahead in the count, 2-0. CMU split yesterday's pair of games. Looking to see if they can win a pair here today and move to 10-8 on the year. Wrap up non-conference play. Heading into conference action this coming weekend. Here's the pitch, 2-0. Low and inside for a ball. It's now 3-0, and Woods is struggling to find the strike zone here. You have to imagine that Nichols will take on this. We'll see. He doesn't. It's going to be back up the middle. We'll see if the shortstop can get there. Nichols is fast, and he got him by half a step. So, runners at first and second, just 1 out. Good job by Woods to get out of the jam. So we'll head to the top of the third. We're still scoreless. Owl Bats coming up next. This is CMU Eagles Baseball here on the Hart Conference Network. All right, we're back. Top of the third. Pitcher with the pitch. High and inside to Jack Nigmeyer. Nigmeyer, 6'2" junior outfielder out of St. Louis, Missouri. Went to St. Dominic High School. He bats right and throws right. And he is ahead early in this count, 2-0. Still pitching for CMU. Giving up just 1 hit through 2 innings of work so far. See if he can keep that going. Here's the pitch. Going to be low for ball 3. Again, a little bit struggling to find the strike zone here. similar to what Woods was going through not too long ago. Here's a 3-0. And I think, yeah, that's the 4-pitch walk. I think he was a little surprised at that. That's what it was, but it was. We got 14. All right. Tyler Horton, 5'11" junior infielder out of Kenosha, Wisconsin. Attended Rock Valley College in Illinois. They are quite the basketball powerhouse. He shows bunt. He gets one down. Van Dorn's going to get it over to Conforti for the 2-3 sacrifice bunt. That's going to move Nigmeyer up from first to second. And William Woods has a runner in scoring position with one out here in the top of the third. .22 it looks like. O'Malley. This is our pitcher, Ian O'Malley. He's a 5'11" senior out of Carthage, Missouri. He's actually a transfer from Benedictine College. He bats left and throws left. Swings and misses on that first pitch from Pritchard, and he falls behind in the count, 0-1. So he is well versed in the Heart of America Athletic Conference. I'm sure that he's seen CMU on a number of occasions. Pritchard with the 0-1 count. That ball's going to be hit over to short for second for a 4-3 ground out from Nichols over to Conforti. And that is going to bring number 10, Isaiah Gibbs. Isaiah, a 5'11" senior outfielder out of Ironton, Missouri. Went to Arcadia Valley High School. He bats right and throws right. And Nigmeyer over on third base. And we're going to have a conversation on the mound. Pitching coach Jordan Swellenbach is going to come and have a visit with Pritchard, and he got there out rather quickly, so they've got something to talk about. So, all right, we are back. Isaiah Gibbs at the dish. Pritchard with the pitch. 2 out, runner on third. First pitch is taken for a strike. Count is now 0-1. Wind up 0-1 pitch from Pritchard. Low, and looked like they were wanting Gibbs to chase that, but he said no, I don't think so. Counts now even 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runner on third here in the top of the third. We are still scoreless. Pritchard with a pitch to Van Dorn. Gibbs fouls it back on the backstop, on the netting. And we'll stay put. Pritchard with the pitch. Fouled off. Van Dorn's going to send it over to Conforti. And that's going to do it. So another quick inning for Central Methodist as we head into the bottom of the third. And I think I'm going to stay on the air here if I can find my iPad. I don't know where it is. I'm going to pull up some.
Your iPad or mine?
Either one, I guess. I thought I had mine in here, but I think I left it in the other room. Oh, thank you. So, another thing that happened this weekend that was quite exciting, CMU softball. Head coach Pat Reardon secured his 900th career win this weekend in Gulf Shores. He's been at the helm of I believe, the softball program since 1990. He can double check me on that if he's listening to this. If not, I guess no harm, no foul, but I believe it's since 1990. So, over 30 years of victories. He's got 900 in his career and counting, so I'm sure he'll get to 1,000 here within the next a couple years. So shout out to Coach Reardon and his staff. CMU softball, the defending regular season and conference tournament champions. Robbie Merced is going to kick things off here, or lead things off, I should say, in the bottom of the third. We'll see what Robbie can do here. His second time batting. He swings and misses on the first pitch from O'Malley. Second pitch. That ball gets away, and I think the count's going to move to 2-1. So we're set out in front. And Woods is currently 8-6 overall. Secured a 3-0 win over St. Xavier earlier today, and they defeated Olivet Nazarene 3-0 and knocked off number 12 MNU 9-1 this last Thursday. So they've had a solid Midwest Madness tournament. They are currently 3-0, looking to go 4-0, but CMU's in the way, hoping to knock them off. Merced's going to ground one out over to short. We'll see if he can beat out the throw, and he does. Quick feet there, no doubt about that one. He's got a single here as we now head over to Jeremy Conforti. So looking at William Woods, looking at their schedule the rest of the way, they're going to play College of the Ozarks. I mean, looks like a single game at Point Lookout, Missouri on Tuesday, so that's tomorrow. And they'll play Trinity Christian College at Owls Field in Fulton on Thursday. As Malley looks over to Merced. Throws back, nothing doing though. So now get them kicked off with conference baseball. First pitch, he throws back over to Merced. That ball gets away though and heads over into the fence, and Merced's going to book it all the way from first to third. And I don't know if that was just a misplay by the first baseman, but that ball went all the way over to the fence here, and I think it got stuck in the matting. They had to dig it out. And that should be an error on, I'm going to assume, the first baseman. Maybe the pitcher. We'll see what they end up giving. But that puts Conforti in a good spot. They haven't even thrown a pitch to him yet. So, first pitch is a ball, 1-0. Merced scampers over from first to third on the air. And I don't know, they don't have it up on the board yet. I'll have to inquire and see. See what happened there. So they're going to give that error to the pitcher. The count is now 2-1. They haven't flashed anything up on the board yet. So we'll see. Count is now 3-1. Can you mute me, Grace, real quick? Alright, sorry guys, we're back. Making sure our scoreboard's all scored away. Conforti, 3-0 pitch, fouls that one off. Count moves to 3-1. So they'll give that error to O'Malley. It was a wild throw. Conforti is going to send a little blooper right out in front of the right fielder, and that's going to be an easy RBI single as Merced is going to score from third. He would have been on second on that, but that error by the pitcher really kind of did him in. So technically he should be on second depending on what happens the rest of this inning. That run will either be earned or unearned. We'll just have to see. CMU's got a 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the third, and that's going to bring number 21 Tanner Sears up to the plate. Tanner is 1 for 1 so far. See if he can go 2 for 2 with Conforti on first. He's going to send one way out in the right field corner. It's going to be way past the foul pole there. Nothing doing. That'll be the first strike of the at-bat. Count is now 0-1. Yeah, but the wind was blowing. Nothing doing on that one, unfortunately. So, a 1 pitch. Sears takes the second one. That's a swing and a miss. Count now 0-2. He falls behind. 1-2. O'Malley with the pitch. And he's going to send that one. We'll see if that one can just stay fair. It does not. And just a little bit too out in front of that one is Tanner Sears. Connects on that just a little bit more. That'll be a 2-run homer. Wind playing a little bit of a factor as that wind is blown out on the flagpole. It is a chilly night, 51 degrees here in the final game of the evening. 49. We're now at 49 degrees. Here's the pitch from O'Malley. Sears is going to send a moonshot to left field. We'll see if it stays in, and it does. Good job by the left fielder to scoop that one up, and everyone heads back to their bases. And I thought that one was out. Got caught in the lights there a little bit, and I was a little bit enamored. Thought it was going to be like a scene out of The Natural where it hits the lights, but nothing happened there, and that's going to be the first out of the inning. So Khalil Thrasher now is up to bat. Khalil 0 for 1 today so far. See what he can do. Takes the first pitch for a strike. Falls behind in the count, 0-1. So CMU's got 1 run on 4 hits. No runs and just 1 hit for the Owls. Here's the 0-1 pitch. He holds back. Count is now 1-1. 1-1, yeah, Grace?
1-1, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
This is what I got.
Yep, no, that's right. That's what the official. That's what the ump's got. I keep calling the official. He's an umpire. I need to get my terminology right. Thrasher, wild pitch there by the pitcher, and that's going to be an easy scamper for Conforti over from first to second. And I'm assuming they're going to give a wild pitch there. It might be a pass ball. Pass balls are always on the catchers. Wild pitches are just bad throws by the pitcher. So we'll see how they score that. But anyway, he scampers from first to second. Now you got a runner in scoring position with just 1 out. 2-1 the count to Thrasher. O'Malley with the pitch. And he's going to send one back up the middle, and it's just going to get past everyone. Good job by the shortstop to knock it down. Keeping Conforti held at third, but that's going to be an infield single for Thrasher, and that's going to bring number 8, Alan West, to the plate. Alan, I believe he had a single his last at bat. Double check. Yep, he's 1 for 1 with a single. See if he can drive in Conforti from third. We'll have a break in the action, though, as Coach Nate Breland wants to talk real quick. I'm not sure if we're going to have I'm not sure if we'll have a pinch runner or a courtesy runner or what we're doing, but he's having some sort of conversation with West. We'll see what he gets. Someone very kindly brings out some new, well, maybe not new, but just some more baseballs. Yeah, some more baseballs for today. And just 1 out. Runners on the corners. CMU's got a 1-0 lead. Here's the pitch from O'Malley to West. Way inside. That ball going to move the count to 1-0 now. One-0 pitch to West. That's going to be hard back up the right side of the field. That's going to score Conforti from third to first. And Thrasher was booking it from first, and he makes it all the way to third, and they'll stay the same. You got runners at the corner. CMU's got a 2-0 lead now, so good job by West. He's got a pair of singles, an RBI single here in the bottom of the third. And that's now going to bring Joe Weatherford to the plate. We'll see what Weatherford can do here now, and we're going to have another stoppage in play. And not sure. It looks like O'Malley's day is done. It is. They're going to bring in a new pitcher to warm up. We'll see who that is. We'll take a quick break here. CMU has got runners on the corners with just 1 out here. Actually, let me see if I can get this pitcher. I don't know if you can see Grace. If you see him, let me know. I see him, but I don't know what his number is. I think, is it a 2? 21? That sounds good to me. We'll see. That is Andrew Fife, Number 21, he's a 5'10 graduate right-handed pitcher out of Valley Park, Missouri. Went to Parkway South High School. Bats right and throws right, so he'll get an opportunity to warm up. So runners on the corners, 1 out. O'Malley's day is done. Both of these runners on base are currently O'Malley, so if they score, those will be credited to O'Malley. We'll be right back. This is CMU Eagles Baseball here on the Hart Conference Network. All right, so first pitch to Joe Weatherford is a strike. Number 21, Andrew Fife, on the mound for the Owls. Both of those runners on base, like I said, are O'Malley, so if those score, those will be credited to O'Malley. Here's the pitch. It's going to be, I assume that's foul. I don't know where that ball went, but counts now 0-2. So I've said this before, guys, but if you guys are around tomorrow here in Fayette, we've got NAI women's basketball first and second round action in Puckett Fieldhouse. CMU is going to take on Haskell in the nightcap. We've got Hope International and Dakota Wesleyan taking on each other at the 5:30 game, and that ball's hard hit, and I think that's going to, well, he's safe. That scores Thrasher. We'll see if they give an error or if it's just a hit. I think that was a well hit ball. We'll see what they credit him. I almost want to say those are hits. Hard hit. Tough play. All right, so they're going to give that an error. That's going to go on the shortstop for Woods. It's going to be a ball to Terry Tolliver Jr. now. You got runners at first and second. Assume that's West out there at second. It is. And Joe Weatherford at first. Here's the pitch. Got him for a strike looking. Count is now 1-1. All right, here's the pitch. He's checking West at second. And just a little bit outside to Tolliver, so counts now 2-1. Here's a pitch. West doing some dancing on it at second. That's way inside, though. Count's going to move to 3-1 in favor of Tolliver and Central. Count is 3-1. There we go. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Count moves full 3-2. So 3-2 count. 1 out. CMU's got a 3-0 lead here. West at second. Joe Weatherford over at first. See what he can do with a full count here. Swing and a miss, and he got him. That's going to be a big out, number 2. Good job by Fife and company. Now coming to the plate, number 12, Dominic Van Doorn. Counts zip zip. 2 outs. First pitch way inside. It's going to be a ball. I always think that when they, right before they curve in, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's going to hit him. And then it just curves in and goes boop right into the catcher's glove. So inside, Van Doren heading the count 1-0. Here's the second pitch. And again, inside, very high. Counts now 2-0. Yeah. Yeah, we've got an interesting angle. We're right behind the right behind the plate. But here's third pitch. That's going to be taken for a strike. Count moves to 2-1. But we've got this huge metal pole in the way. I got a decent enough angle where I can still see, but I'm a little bit off center. So every now and then I get my balls and strikes mixed up. But I always just look at the scoreboard for reference, and they say 2-1. Balls hit back for foul. Counts now 2-2. So what are you talking about?
Center field camera.
What about it?
The way it's angled. Anytime the pitches are inside, it looks like they're about to get hit.
Oh yeah, yeah. I thought you meant where we were sitting. Yeah, that's a good angle though. Not many schools in the country have that center field angle, so it's nice to have that. Count is even at 2-2. 2 across the boards. Van Doren is going to send one high to right field. The right fielder's got to make an adjustment, see if he can. He does. So Woods gets out of the inning, but not before CMU scores 3 runs. We'll head to the top of the 4th. Central's got a 3-0 lead on William Woods. We'll take a break, and we'll be right back. Owl Bats coming up. This is CMU Eagles Baseball here on the Hart Conference Network. All right, we are back. Owl Bats coming up here in the top of the 4th. But I believe that is number 1. Would you agree, Grace?
Number 1 at bat. Number 1, yes.
All right, thank you. It's Blaine Tupker. Pritchard still pitching for Central. First pitch is a high fly ball. We'll see if the right fielder gets it. West, and he does. So that's going to be a loud out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out. You got to like that if you're a pitching staff. I feel like this is number 33. I can't tell, though. I do have my lineup. Let me just take a look. Pritchard with the pitch. Taken outside for a ball. 1-0 the count. This is going to be, I was right, 33. Hansen. He's playing first today. Tonight, I should say. It is just past the 8 o'clock hour. Pitch. Taken for a strike. Oh, yeah. It's 8:02. This time tomorrow, CMU women's basketball will be probably in the first quarter against Haskell in the first round of the NAIA National Tournament. That's here on the campus inside Puckett Fieldhouse. So if you're around, come on out. Second pitch is going to be taken for a strike. Count is now 1-2 to Hansen. What'd you say?
That would have to be the third pitch for it to be 1-2.
What did I say?
Second pitch.
Oh. 1-2 the count. Pritchard. Foul ball. We're going to do it again. Stays the same at 1-2. And you will have Hopkins on deck, ready to come in. I'm cheating and I'm using my lineup card. I'm just hoping that it's the right person, but I think it is. Yep. Takes that ball low and inside, so count is now even at 2-2. Pritchard, good evening so far. 3 complete innings, just giving up 1 hit. No runs yet. Here's the 2-2 count to Hansen. And checks his swing, and I think they'll say, yep, you did check your swing, so that'll be a ball. Count now 3-2, 1 out. Count full now, 3-2. Here's the pitch. And he got him. And Hansen, I think he knew it. Wasn't too happy with himself there. He's going to get rung up. Second out. And now Hopkins is going to come to the dish. Hopkins playing shortstop this evening. Hopkins, a 5'10 freshman infielder out of Jefferson City. Bats right and throws right. Here's the pitch from Pritchard. Pitches inside for a ball. 1-0 the count. Central, 3 runs on 6 hits. William Woods, no runs on just 1 hit. So good job by Pritchard pitching this evening. Good job by the defense as well. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be low for ball 2. So he falls behind in the count 2-0. And we were at 51 degrees earlier. We were at 49 not too long ago. I'd be curious to see what the temperature is now. 48, so we've dropped another degree, and that's going to be a swing and a miss for Hopkins. And counts now 2-1. 2-1, 2 outs. Here in the top of the 4th. CMU leads 3-0. Trying to preserve the shutout. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Low and outside, ball 3, so count moves to 3-1. Pritchard's got some work to do if he wants to get back in this count. Hopkins hopes he just throws another ball or sends a give me right down the middle for a hit. We'll see what happens. So here's the 3-1 pitch, and that is inside for ball 4. So he's going to take his base, and that's going to bring Matthews to the plate. Bryson Matthews, 5'10 junior infielder out of Joplin, Missouri. He bats left and throws right. He is playing left field this evening. He's got Hopkins on first. Here's the pitch. I think he was trying to go for the home run ball there, but swings and misses. Counts now 0-1. Pritchard 0-1. 2 outs, run on first. That ball gets away. Good job by Van Dorn to look the runner back at first. Keeps him out of scoring position. Yeah, go ahead and switch to that other angle. There we go. Just pitch. It's going to be taken for a strike. And again, guys, I wish I could control the weather. I feel like I can do a lot of things, but controlling the wind and the weather is not one of them. Counts 1-2 now. One-two pitch. Here's the throw. Swing and a miss. Got him. Got away from him, but Van Dorn's just going to toss that over to Conforti for the 2-3 put out. And that's going to do it. So CMU is going to head to the bottom of the 4th. They're up to bat next. They've got a 3-0 lead on the Owls. We'll be right back. We'll take a break. You're listening to CMU Eagles Baseball here on the Heart Conference Network. All right, we're back. Bobby Nichols leads things off here in the bottom of the fourth. Final game of Midwest Madness here at Estes Field. It's been a busy weekend. He's going to foul that one off out into, yeah, somewhere in the woods out there. I wouldn't go out there at night. It's probably spooky. Yeah. I'm not a fan of Halloween horror movies, so if that ever happens, I'm not going out there. No, ma'am. It probably is. Second pitch taken for a ball, so counts now even at 1-1. There's a few horror movies I'll watch, but there's not many. I'll have to think of some. I've watched Psycho. Have you seen Psycho? No. That's a good one. Nichols is going to float that one into right field. That's going to be right at the right fielder. Did he drop it?
He dropped it.
Oh, well, all right. I think that's going to be an E9. It's a routine play, and if you, wow. So it's another error for Woods. I forget how many errors they have this inning. They haven't popped it up on the screen yet. You might tell them.
How many errors do we have? It's not on the scoreboard. How many errors does William Woods have? 3 for William Woods.
So it's the third error of the game for Woods. They've only put one up on the board, but they said it's 3. So Merced, he's going to send one over to third, and they'll get the fielder's choice, the automatic out over at second. So that's going to be a 5-4 fielder's choice. Nichols is out at second. Merced is going to hold tight at first. And that's going to bring Jeremy Conforti to the plate. So there should be one out on the scoreboard, I believe. There we go. So here's first pitch from Conforti. He's going to send a laser out to left field, but that's going to find the foul territory. Excuse me, guys. Sorry. It's been a long day. Pitcher looks Merced back at first. Throws him over, but nothing there. And Conforti, I believed he bunt. I was looking down, but that's going to be a 1-3 sacrifice bunt, but that's going to move Merced over to second with 2 outs, and that's going to bring Tanner Sears to the plate. See if we can adjust that camera for you guys, see if we can get that angle back. I'll do that between innings. So, runner in scoring position, Merced on second, Tanner Sears at the plate. 2 outs here in the bottom of the fourth. Here's the pitch. Ball is taken. It's going to be 1-0 the count. Merced doing some dancing over there at second. It's going to be low and outside for ball 2, so Sears ahead in the count, 2-zip. And we're going to have a conversation between Woods and the pitching staff. See what they can do. 2 outs. Count is 2-0 on Tanner Sears. Monday night lights here at Estes Field, and it's a beauty. It's cold, a little bit windy, but you can't beat nighttime baseball. Especially during the summertime, once it warms up, perfect. And I believe this is still number 21, Andrew Fife. I hope it's still him. I think it is.
What, pitching?
Yeah. Okay. 21 on 21 crime here. We'll see what comes of it. Tanner Sears currently hit 2-0 in the count. Here's the pitch. And he's going to take that one for a strike. Good pitch by Fife. Comes back and the count is 2-1. 5. Checking Merced at second. Here's the pitch. It's going to be a little bit low, but also taken for a strike. So had 2 straight balls. Now two straight strikes, and the count is now even at 2-2. So 2's across the board. Here's the pitch. And Sears is going to hit one high. That's going to be out of play, though, and we'll see if that hits the top of the press box. I don't think it does. Nope, it will not. I usually just wait for the loud thud to wake me up. It did. It went behind us. CMU's got 3 runs on 7 hits. No runs and 1 hit for William Woods, but they've committed 3 errors. 2's across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. Merced on second. Here's the pitch. See, and you got him. Good job. Good pitch by 5 to get out of that. Was up 2-0. Battled back. 2 strikes, and he strikes out Sears on the pitch, and will head to the top of the 5th. CMU's got a 3-0 lead here over William Woods. We'll be right back. This is CMU Eagles Baseball here on the Heart Conference Network. All right, we are back. Pritchard's still out on the mound. I believe this is Ryan Kammerer. That's a strike. I think our count is 1-1. We'll see. They'll tell us. Ump hasn't flashed the signs yet, so we'll just go with that. That is a strike, and it's going to be... Yeah, so our scoreboard is struggling a little bit tonight. I'm not sure what's the deal. So, 1 out. Can I see my phone real quick? Thank you.
Do you need it in my iPad?
Huh?
Do you need it into my iPad?
No. First pitch taken for a ball. All right, I'm back. Swing and a miss. Counts now 2-1. We're going to see if we can adjust our center field camera for you guys so we can get a little bit of a better angle. That pitch is strike, so now count is 2-2, 1 out. Pritchard having a solid game so far. He's thrown 4 scoreless innings. See if we can make it 5. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And swing and a miss, and he got him. So another punch out for Pritchard. Weatherford tosses over. They'll go around. Weatherford to Merced. Merced's to Nichols. Nichols over back to Weatherford. And we'll go again. And this time coming up to the dish is number 14, Tyler Horton. First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a miss by Horton. Count now 0-1, 2 outs. CMU leads 3-0. They've got 3 runs on 7 hits. Here in the, what are we, in the top of the 5th? Yes. I think that's right. Pritchard. A little bit inside. Ball. Counts now 1-1. Here's the 1-1 count. And that's going to be a high fly ball. We'll see if Nichols or West calls for it. West is going to call. And that's going to do it here for the top of the 5th. This is CMU Eagles baseball here on the Hart Conference Network. We will be right back. We're going to work on the center field camera for you guys. So stay tuned. We'll see what we can do. We'll be right back. All right, guys, we are back. We've got a new pitcher in the game for William Woods. See if I can find his name here. Goodness gracious. This is number 27, Logan Bloomhagen. He's a 6'3" junior. As Thrasher almost scooted away with a single, but not quite. And that'll be the first out. So, see if we can check out our center field camera, see how it looks. That looks good. So we were getting the top of people's heads, and it was like headless horsemen. You couldn't tell. It was like, well, we see the number, but we can't see their head. So, like, what are we doing? So we fixed that. Again, that's just wind at its finest, adjusting that camera. Probably need to just get a different tripod, but we'll finagle it. We'll work on it. We got all season. It's only March. Right, Grace? Yep. Yeah. Okay.
We also still have all postseason.
Yeah, we also have all postseason, so.
You have me until May.
Yep.
Maybe you lose your favorite producer.
All right. Heading back.
Beautiful.
And this is going to be Alan West coming up to bat. Alan, a utility pitcher, a utility player. You saw him pitch yesterday. Played right field today. Also bats, so you love all the versatility that he's got. Bloomhagen with the first pitch of the at-bat. Low and inside for ball 1. And we are in the bottom half of the 5th, yes? All right, thank you. Shout out to Madison Pragman for adjusting our center field camera. You got to drive all the way out behind the wall. You got to get up on a ladder, and you got to tweak the camera, and it's quite a journey. It's one of my favorite things to do. Not really. That's why I sent Pragman out there. So, Pragman, I appreciate you. Thank you very much. So, Blumhagen Count is even, 1-1. One's across the board. Here's the pitch. And low and outside for ball 2. Huh? Here's pitch. And that ball is sent way out in left field. We'll see if it stays fair. And I think he just got it. So good job by the left fielder. He really had to work to get that. He went in the farthest part of the corner as you could get to track that ball down. That is a loud out number 2. And it's going to bring Joe Weatherford to the plate. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. CMU's got a 3-0 lead. She can come on the broadcast if she wants, and I'll give her a shout out. I actually did already give her a shout out, so she might not like me too much, but appreciate her. Weatherford, that ball is fouled back into the netting for foul ball. Ball's now, count is now 0-1. So here we are.
That letter is questionable. Oh, that's so much better.
Yeah, doesn't it look good?
Like one little inch, you're like, no.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm okay.
Yep. Thank you, Pragman. You guys are funny. Count 1-1. Joe Weatherford.
Just one of those things, man.
Pitch. Right down the middle for a strike. Count is now 0-1. Excuse me, 1-2 the count. Here's the pitch. Ball is fouled way out into the woods.
Bye-bye.
I'm still trying to think of my favorite. I don't have a favorite horror movie, but Psycho's.
Horror movies I watch are the dumb ones, like
Oh yeah.
scary movie.
I mean, anything scares me, so I could watch like Scary Movie 3 and I couldn't sleep for weeks. It's ridiculous. Weatherford hits a hard grounder over to second. Shouldn't be a problem though. It's going to be a 4-3 ground out, and Woods is gonna hold CMU scoreless through their second straight inning. We head to the top of the 6th. Central still has a 3-0 lead. We'll see if Marcus Pritchard comes back out, and I think he's going to. He'll keep pitching, so he's done well. He's got 5 scoreless innings, giving up just 1 run. So I think Psycho would be a scary one. It's just a creepy movie. The Walking Dead, it's not a movie. It's a TV show / comic, but that's one that I'll watch in the daytime, and then at nighttime I'm like, oh my gosh.
See, like I can't watch like actual like horror movies, but I watch stuff like Supernatural and like Criminal
Oh
Minds,
yeah,
stuff like
I
that,
can't.
right before bed.
Yes, see that's the thing. You can't. For me, I know some people that are like, yeah, let me watch.
True crime.
Yeah, true crime like right before bed, and I'm like, no. Why would you do that?
But see, like I can't even watch Harry Potter because it freaks me out like that.
Okay, Harry Potter's a different story. We can talk about Harry Potter. That's a good one. Voldemort is a little scary, but
See, I can't watch any of them.
no,
Freak me out.
really, even the first one.
Any of them.
Oh, we're gonna have to talk about that, Grace. Well, that'll be like a podcast thing. I need to start a CMU podcast.
You and me.
I'll just anyone. I'll just bring on my favorite student athletes and we'll just talk about things.
Student athlete / student workers.
Yep. All right, number 22, Ian O'Malley's going to lead things off here. 5'11" senior infielder out of Carthage, Missouri. He's a Carthage, Missouri. Excuse me. He's a transfer from Benedictine College. He'll lead things off. Pritchard with the first pitch of the inning. Going to be fouled back. Kind of had a slow looping.
You think they can tell that we're both exhausted?
Maybe. I'm trying to think of some other scary movies as we go along. I won the count. Swing and miss. Good pitch by Pritchard, and I think our count is 0-2 again. There we go. There we go. Paranormal Activity, that's a scary one. I don't know why anyone... I don't understand people that get excited to watch a scary movie like, oh, let me be scared. I don't get it.
I don't understand the people that choose to go on scary movies for like first dates and stuff like that.
A first date scary movie? Yeah.
Mm-mm.
I think any date scary movie is a no-no.
Like maybe if like you guys have been
count, 1 and 2. It's going to be low.
But otherwise,
I would say one movie I do want to see in theaters. It counts 2 and 2 now. Pritchard looking for another punch out. Takes a sign from Van Dorn. Maybe. A little bit of a pause. Likes the pitch. Here's the throw. And nope, didn't get him. I will say one movie I do need to see is Creed 3. I've seen all the Rocky movies. I've seen all the Creed movies, so I need to.
I haven't even heard of anyone seeing that one yet.
Someone told me they saw it the other day. I forget. They said. I think they said they thought it was good. Here's the pitch. Fouls back. And we will hold steady at 3-2. First at bat of the inning.
Like, my parents, they went and watched the new Ant-Man movie.
Let's see.
And they said that it was good.
Here's a 3-2 pitch from Pritchard. And that's going to be a walk, so he's going to get a leadoff walk to start the inning here. And is this number 10? That looks like a 10.
Yes.
Alright, that's number 10, Isaiah Gibbs. And I think we had a couple shifts in the field. I'm going to double check myself, but
Oh, no, we don't have any binoculars.
Joey Fitzgerald Jr., he's over at third now. Caden Doan looks like he's at second. Merced is at short. Van Dorn is holding strong at catcher. Let's see. Let's double check. See if I can see it now. Rasenfaz is over at first. I think West is still out in right. I'm assuming Nichols is out there in center, and Khalil Thrasher's over in left. I'll see when they come in, but
You need to go over to the ball and steal the binoculars.
I do. That ball's fouled off. Counts now 0 and 2. Ball's behind. Got a runner on first.
Well, that's a list of things we need to go get. So you hear them in there?
I do hear them in there. I don't know what they're doing.
They're talking about ice skating.
Ice skating.
I just read something about ice.
Are the Winter Olympics coming? Did I miss something?
The Winter Olympics are next year.
Okay, I guess that they're coming around.
I think they're 2024.
What's your count? 1, 2?
1, 2.
Alright, 1 and 2. Pritchard checks the runner at first. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Low and outside. That's going to be ball 2. So count is now even. 2's across the board. No outs yet. Ice skating is a cool sport. I can't ice skate though. I can't rollerblade either. Just uncoordinated. Pritchard. Here's the pitch. And checked his swing. We'll see if they give it to him. Nope. He held up, so that'll be ball 3. Count is now full 3 and 2.
I feel like if I went ice skating, I would fall and lose my fingers.
I would just fall a lot. I would just fall. That's what it would be. I would need some padding. I would need some support. Pritchard, 3-2 count. And got inside the. I thought I got foul tipped into the catcher's mitt, but it did not.
I think he hit it and accidentally hit his foot.
Oh, that's painful.
At least that's what it looked like on center field camera.
Center field camera does not lie. Unless it's windy, of course. Pritchard? Just inside, got him. I thought that was a little bit inside. He was going to get another walk, and we were going to be in trouble there. That's the first out of the inning. And that's going to bring number 1, Blaine Tupker. You know, I won't say her name, but I had a student athlete tell me yesterday, said, we were watching the broadcast on the way home from Nationals. She was like, the stream was absolutely horrible. And I was like, really? And then I realized what she was watching. She was watching a tornado out in the outfield because the wind was just whipping all over the place. So, of course, the center field camera looks like a hot mess. But, again, guys, I can't control the wind. We'll keep working on it, though. See,
Eventually, we will find a way to
Yeah.
make it stabilized.
yeah, probably just need to try a new tripod. But I found that humorous. I won't name drop her, though. If she's listening, she knows who I'm talking about. Pritchard. That's going to be a high fly ball. I think it's going to get out of play, though, and it is. Rasenfoster's giving chase.
I think it went out by the woods.
It went out by the woods. Yeah. Not going over there anytime soon. It's been a long day. It's been a fun one though. All right, that ball is outside and low. Thought about.
I have been down at this baseball field for 11 hours at this point.
Yeah, shout out to the student workers. We've had some folks here since like 9:30 this morning, so shout out to you guys. That's going to be a high fly ball out to right field. That should be an easy catch for West, and he drops it. He drops it, so that's going to be an E9, and we're going to have runners at first and second. So I jinxed him. I jinxed him there. Must have gotten lost in the lights. So that'll be an E9 for Alan West, and Coach Breland is going to come out and talk to Pritchard, and I think they're going to bring in a new pitcher. They are. So normally when the head coach comes out to talk to the pitcher as well as the infield, that means your night is done. So good night for Marcus Pritchard. He pitches 5 1/3 innings, gives up just 1 hit, no runs.
Looks like we've got number 3 in it. See that much?
We'll see who's coming in.
24? 24? Something like that? Let's go to infield camera.
If it's 24, it's going to be Justin Guzman.
Looks like 24 to me.
That would make sense. Is he a righty? Has he got his glove on his left hand?
His hands are in front of him, Rachel.
Oh, come on now.
It's on his left hand.
All right, so he's a righty. So, yeah, that's going to be Justin Guzman. Guzman, a right-handed pitcher, sophomore, bats right and throws right. 6'1", 205. He's a transfer out of San Bernardino Valley College. He's a native of Riverside, California, so making his way out to the Midwest. See if I can pull up some stats on him as we go along. He's got a good walk-up song, or a good pitching song. So in 6 appearances, he's tossed 9.2 innings. He's given up 5 earned runs on 7 hits, 7 walks. He's got 10 Ks, averages about 9.31 Ks per 9 innings. I think that's how that's read. I'm not sure. That may be incorrect. It seems a little off to me. A 4.66 ERA. So we'll see if he can hold these guys here. That error on the right fielder might play a factor here as we go along. Hopefully not. Yeah, it's been a long night, so it's been a long day. Shout out to my guys, my student workers hanging out at the field all day. They're making real good money. Gone through 4 games. They went through an extra inning game that went 13 innings, and I think it's just karma when you have those days where you're playing 90-minute games. You know, it's at some point it balances out, and it sure balanced out today. But we got caught up. I think we only started 5 minutes late on our original 7 o'clock start time, so I'll take that any day of the week. Here's the first pitch from Guzman. That's going to be a swing and a miss. That's going to be Matt Hansen. See how he does. Guzman's got to get out of a jam. He's got runners on first and second. Those are both Pritchard's, though. We'll see what happens. So, ball's in just a little bit inside, but that's going to be taken for a strike. So, count is 0-2. Thank you.
Yeah, you know my count's right.
Guzman looks back at the runner at second and says, "You better get back to your base." And he says, "All right, I will. Don't throw me out." Here's the pitch. Outside for the first ball of the at-bat. Count is now 1-2. One and two count. Here's the pitch from Guzman. And that was low in the turf. They're asking if he went. He said no, he did not. So we'll stay even now at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. You got runners at first and second, 1 out. CMU's got a 3-0 lead here in the top of the 6th. Guzman coming in relief of Pritchard here in the 6th. Here's the pitch. And they wanted that one. They said nope. Just a little bit outside of the plate. Count's going to move full to 3-2, I believe. 3-2, 1 out. It's a big pitch here for Guzman. Here's the pitch. And the ball is low, so that's going to be a walk. So everyone's going to move up 90 feet, and bases are loaded with 1 out for William Woods. So they've got a chance to get back into this one with just 1 swing of the bat. Is this 27 or 17? 17, all right. Taylor Hopkins, is that right, 17? All right. Freshman infielder, 5'10", out of Jefferson City, Missouri. Got runners at every base, loaded, but that also means you got a force out on any base. Guzman with a pitch, swing and a miss, and Hopkins falls behind early in the count, 0-1.
That means the only one you really have to worry about stealing is third base.
You think so?
Well, I mean, how are the other two going to steal to have someone in front of them?
That's true. Swing and a miss for the second, so good job by Guzman to get him chasing a little bit out in front. He's ahead in the count, 0-2. I think it's pretty risky to steal home, but I mean they've only got 1 out, but they've got an opportunity to really make a dent in this game, so we'll see what they do. They gotta put the bat on the ball first. And they wanted that, and they got him. And there was a little bit of a pause there. I couldn't tell if he struck him out. I heard excitement, but I didn't know from which bench. So we've got a pinch hitter as well. That's going to be number 3, Alex Weimer. Alex, a 5'11" graduate infielder out of Hallsville, Missouri, attended Hallsville High School. He's going to come on and pinch hit this at bat. So if Guzman can get out of this inning, it'll be big time. Bases loaded with just 1 out and get a big time strikeout. See what comes of it here. Here's the pitch. And he's showing bunt. It's interesting with 2 outs. It's going to be taken for a strike, though. Don't yawn. Don't do that.
11 hours, Rachel.
I know. Guzman with a pitch, swing and a miss. Really got him chasing out there. And the CMU infield is really hyping Guzman up. They really want to strike out to get out of this inning. And they need it. We'll see what they can do. See if they can preserve the shutout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Low and outside. One-two pitch. Joey Fitzgerald Jr. pleading his pitcher on over from third base. Here's the pitch. And they really want it. Infield is imploring the umpire to call a strike, but he's going to say no, that's a ball. So we're even at 2-2. 2's across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. CMU leads 3-0 here. Bases loaded. Guzman with the bases loaded. 2 outs. See what he can do here. Here's the pitch. And just a little bit low. Count is full. 3-2. Excuse me, guys. So runners are going to go regardless on this. If it's a hit, if it's a foul ball, whatever the case may be, they're going to be running. See if they can get a head start depending on if this ball gets put in play. So here's the 3-2 pitch. Runners go. And they got him. Calm, cool, and collected from the William Woods batter and the ump, but Central's dugout goes absolutely wild. And good job by Guzman. He gets back-to-back Ks. to hold Woods scoreless through, what are we in, six complete innings? All right, so we're going to head to the bottom of the sixth. Good job by Guzman and company holding that lead in the pitching staff. I think we've got a pitching change here. We do. Coach Breland looks like he's going to make some substitutions. We'll see who this is pitching. See if Grace can assist me with a number here. Switch back to your camera there. 30? Let's see. 30, Jackson Trutzell. He's a 6'1 senior right-hander out of Moberly, Missouri. Went to Western High School. Transfer from Mineral Area Community College, and we know that area well. We've picked up some transfer kids there in some other sports. So it's a well-known JUCO. And I know we've got a pinch hitter over there. We do. I think that's going to be number 3. Is that Tommy Giarola? I think it is. I have not seen Tommy Giarola at home at all this year. It has been a while. He has been out, I think, with some injuries, but Giarola is a junior infielder out of Torino, Italy. Attended Frontier Community College. He's a 5'8", normally plays second base. He's a throws right, bats right, weighs 185. So we'll see what he can do here in the bottom of the 6th as we go along. It's just 15 minutes away from 9 o'clock. We'll get pretty close to 12 complete hours of baseball. And, man, if you're a baseball fan, nothing better.
I just want to go see my dog.
Well, he'll be there. So
He's going to be mad at me.
well, he might be. We'll see. All right. So Tommy Giarola is going to make his way up to the plate. Here we go. And we said 30 is the pitcher, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, so Trutzell, that first pitch is taken for a ball. Count is now 1-0. Here's the pitch. Low and outside for ball 2. It is 2-0, yeah, Grace?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Here's the pitch. Low and outside again. Ball moves. Excuse me, count moves to 3-0 now.
How the heck did they get a 1? It's 3-0.
I think it's been a long day, and I think our scoreboard operator's fallen asleep. That's going to be a strike. As long as the live stream scoreboard is accurate, that's what you folks are watching at home. That is the main thing. So, and I can always yell at that person because they're about 3 feet to my left. That's true. It is true. Trutzell. Giarola fouls that one way out of the woods.
I think that one went over by softball.
Yep, that's in the newly turfed softball facility as well. So I'll have to go hunt that down later. Count is 3-2. It's full.
Come on, let's go.
Giarola, full count. Here's the pitch. And got him. Got him swinging that time. He's none too pleased with himself. And I think this is going to be Dominic Van Dorn. Number 12. Would you concur with that? Yes. All right. Very good. So he is 9th batter in the order. After his at-bat, we will head back to the top with Mr. Bobby Nichols to lead things off. Here's the opening pitch from Trutzell. Ball's taken for a strike. Count now 0-1. So I've said it before, guys. If you're around tomorrow, we've got NAI Women's National Championship first and second round action. The CMU women will take on Haskell at the 7th in the second game. That's at 7:30. That'll be the first round game. Hope International out of California is going to take on Dakota Wesleyan. That is the, I guess, 2-3 matchup, if you will. 8-9 in the overall bracket, at least in that quadrant. That'll be the 5:30 game. Here's the pitch, and the ump said that is a strike, so caught him looking. So that's going to be the second out of the inning, and we're gonna head back to the top of the order with Mr. Bobby Nichols coming to lead things off. I say lead things off. He's the 2 outs left, but you guys know what I mean. Yep. So we'll have basketball tomorrow, 5:30, 7:30. Tickets are $8 for general admission, $5 for students and seniors. So if you guys can make it out, that'd be awesome. Help us pack Puckett, if you will. That'd be awesome. If you can't, for whatever reason, tune in. You can listen to Stuart Johnson. He'll have the call on the Heart Conference Network. You can find all those links on our website at cmuteagles.com. So, best time of the year for the postseason. That ball is low and outside, almost landed in the turf, and I think it did. So, I don't know what the count is. What do you got, Grace? 1-1. Count is even at 1-1. Ball is fouled back. I'm sorry. Nichols is going to send a little blooper over to second. That'll just be an easy 4-3 ground out. And we're going to head to the top of the seventh, hopefully the final inning of the game. I'll knock on wood to help you guys. I mean, you guys had a 13-inning game, so.
Yeah, and I don't want another one.
Well, it's true. It's been a long day. We'll see what comes of it. We'll take a quick break. Actually, I want to see who's pitching here. Number 26 for Central. 26, Larry Riddle Jr. He's a right-handed sophomore pitcher out of Dearborn Heights, Michigan. He attended Henry Ford Community College. He will try to close this game out and pick up the save. We'll see if he does. And 5 is leading off for William Woods, I believe. He was waving at everyone and no one was acknowledging him, so I wanted to double check. A.J. Willenberg is going to get the first at bat for Woods here in the top of the seventh. Will you mute me real quick, Grace? All right, we're back. So, Larry Riddle Jr. is going to get some warm-up pitches. Someone needs to just DM the Athletics account on Twitter. Let me know how many pitches you get. I feel like it's 10, but I may have just made that up. Google works too. If it's accurate, I don't know. We'll see. I'm sure someone will come back later and be like, Rachel, why are you doing this? So how many pitches do you get to warm up? He's got 2 left right now. I'm really tempted to sing this song. Ozzy Osbourne's on with Post Malone. It's a great song.
Not to exceed 8 preparatory pitches.
8? 8. All right, we'll go with 8.
8 sounds good to me.
That'll do. I think that's about right. So we'll. I mean, I could argue with you.
Are you going to, though?
No. Here's the first pitch. Riddle Jr. gets him on the outside corner. That's going to be taken for a ball, though. Falls behind the count 1-0. Here's the pitch. It's going to be taken for a strike. Count now is 1-1. CMU softball split on the day with Faulkner, 1-1. CMU baseball looking to pick up 2 wins to move to 10-8 on the year as that ball gets fouled back. So they had a tough non-conference schedule. They had to deal with a lot of nationally ranked teams and a little bit of a rough start to non-conference. Hopefully they can get things situated as we head into Hart play. They'll open up with Peru State at home on the 11th and 12th of March, which will be coming up this. Is that coming up this Saturday? Friday, Saturday? Saturday, Sunday? Yeah, I think so. Count moves to 2-2. Here's the pitch. Way inside, though, and had to do a little step back there. Count is full now at 3-2. It's going to be inside, and oh, he really wanted that walk, but the ump said, no, that's a strike on the inside corner, so he's going to have a seat, and Woods is going to have 2 outs left to work with here in the top of the 7th, and I believe coming to bat is number 15, Jack Nigmeyer. Jack, 6'2" junior outfielder out of St. Louis, Missouri. Go ahead, Grace.
Looks like we got Peru State 2 games on Saturday and 1 game on Sunday for baseball.
That sounds right. Yep. So, first pitch taken by Nigmeyer for a ball, so counts 1-0.
And the women, we have 2 games on Sunday.
I think it's 2-2. Yeah, they'll play 4-game series. Swing and a miss on the third pitch, so count now moves to 1-2.
And our women will play at Westminster College on Sunday.
Are you doing softball or baseball? What are you doing?
Oh.
Oh, all right. Just checking. Thank you for using the app. We appreciate it. Count. Now, is it still 1-2? All right. Again, our scoreboard operator is falling asleep over there. Again, as long as it's right on the live stream, you guys can see it. That's the main thing. So, 1-2 count. And they're asking if he went. He did not. I would agree. I don't think that bat got all the way around. So count moves even. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. CMU's got a 3-0 lead. They've scored 3 runs on 7 hits, 1 error. Woods, no runs on 1 hit. They've committed 3 errors. Here's the pitch from Riddle Jr., and he punched him out and got him. And CMU pitching tonight has just been on a roll here in the second game of the day. Been a little up and down this year. You're not sure which side you're going to get, but tonight we've gotten solid pitching from both Game 1 and Game 2. And Tyler Horton is going to be the last hope for Woods if they want to put together a rally. That first pitch is taken for a strike. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. And Central's just 1 out away from their second straight win. Let's see what we can do here. Count 0-2. Here's the pitch. Just outside. Van Doren had to go chase that one down a little bit, so it didn't end up rolling to the backstop. Count. Now 1-2. Here's the pitch from Larry Riddle Jr. 1-2. Again, outside. So count moves an even 2-2. I think it was, yeah. 2-2 pitch. Got him right down the middle. Larry Riddle Jr. gives a little bit of gamesmanship there, putting everyone to bed. And it's been a long day here, so I think I might go to bed here in a little bit, depending. We got some teardown to do. So everyone stay with me here real quick. I got some quick stats for you guys as we wrap up the day. Again, we appreciate all of our student workers hanging with us throughout the day. It's been a long day, but CMU gets the 3-0 win over William Woods to finish the day. 2-0, they defeat the Owls 3-0, score 3 runs on 7 hits, commit just 1 error. That'll be a victory for Marcus Pritchard. He gives up no runs and just 1 hit. So let's see if I can scroll down to my stats as we go along here. And I got the final notification from the app, so that is good. If you guys haven't downloaded that, you can go to our website or the app store and download it. It's CMU Eagles. You can get all the live score updates as we go along for any of our sports that do live stats. Also, we can do push notifications as well. So let's see if I can get over here and check out and see what we got. Okay. I don't know why I'm struggling so much here to figure out where my pitchers are. There they are, down at the bottom. All right, so Pritchard is going to get the win. He pitched 5.1 innings, so 5 1/3. Gave up just 1 hit, no earned runs, 4 walks with 11 Ks, I believe. So good night for Marcus Pritchard. Justin Guzman came in and got 2 Ks and got CMU out of a jam there. Had a couple runners on. Larry Riddle Jr., I believe, is going to earn the save. He pitched 1 complete inning, struck out the side in order, which is always awesome. Jeremy Conforti, Alan West, each finished with 2 hits apiece. Let's see. An RBI for Conforti and RBI for West. I think those were both singles, and Conforti's also got a run scored. So that's going to do it here from Estes Field. CMU improves to 10-8 overall. They're going to conclude the non-conference portion of their schedule tonight. Let me scroll through and make sure they don't have any more non-con games sneaking up on me. They do not, so they're going to earn the win tonight. They move to 10-8 overall. They're going to host Peru State College in the Hart Conference opener this Saturday, March 11th at 1 o'clock. Those games will be at 1 and 3, depending on time. That second doubleheader will usually change. And then Sunday, March 12th, they'll also host Peru, so it'll be a 4-game series at 1 and 3. And then they will make their first road trip of the year in the conference. They'll head to MNU. Like I said, they're number 12 in the country. They were an Avista NAI World Series team last year that made it into the top 10 and was dancing in Lewiston. That'll be Friday, March 17th. Games are at 1 and 3 on Friday, Saturday. So, again, guys, I appreciate everyone sticking around and hanging out with us for the day. It's been a long one, but we really enjoyed having you all here. Shout out to my team, my broadcast crew, everyone running my cameras, everyone just running around in general. It's been a busy time here on the campus of Central Methodist University. I'll plug them one more time. We've got CMU women's basketball tomorrow. They are hosting the first and second rounds of the NAIA National Tournament inside Puckett Fieldhouse. They are the only undefeated team in the country. They are number 1. They are 31-0. They are looking to break a program record in wins with their 32nd. They are in pursuit of their first national championship in school history. They've already claimed the regular season and conference tournament titles. That'll all start tomorrow night with a matchup against the 16th ranked Fighting Indians of Haskell Indians Nation University. So if they win that game, they'll face the winner of Hope International and Dakota Wesleyan. That'll be Wednesday at 7 o'clock. So if you guys are around, make sure that you get over to Puckett Fieldhouse, support our women. If you can't make it, you can always tune in here at cmueagles.com on the Hart Conference Network. I'm going to get off because I know people are ready to go home and going to bed. I got some work to do myself. Again, I appreciate you guys tuning in and hanging out with us as usual. Once again, this is Rachel Moore, Assistant AD and Director of Athletic Communications here at Central. Appreciate you guys sticking around. I don't know. I may do some more of these. Grace, would you like me to do some more depending?
Sure.
All right. So we'll see. Depends.
Put on a headset and actually have
I was gonna say I always say this will be my last broadcast, and then somehow I always end up on the broadcast again. So I just fill in wherever's needed. I enjoy it and I have a good time. So. All right, I'm going to get off. CMU wins this one 3-0 over William Woods. They moved to 10-8. We've got more baseball for you this weekend, so don't go anywhere. This is Rachel Moore, Assistant AD and Director of Athletic Communications here at Central. You've been listening to CMU Eagles Baseball here on the Hart Conference Network.